Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I'm V. Ravi Kumar with the Midday News. The headlines. Election activity in the country gears up as political parties continue to announce names of contestants for the remaining seats. Last date for filing nominations in first phase ends tomorrow. Odisha Assembly Speaker cancels membership of 5 BJD MLAs after they resign and join BJP. Indian High Commissioner in Pakistan asked to send a report on forceful conversion of 2 Hindu girls after their abduction in Sindh province. India achieves 84% reduction in tuberculosis deaths of people having HIV, says UN. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says centre and states working hard to make India TB-free by 2025. In men's hockey, India-South Korea round-robin match of Sultan Azlan Shah Cup underway in Malaysia, and in IPL Cricket, Kolkata Knight Riders to face Sunrisers Hyderabad and Mumbai Indians to play Delhi Capitals today. Election activity in the country gears up as political parties continue to announce candidates for the remaining Lok Sabha seats. In Uttar Pradesh, Samajwadi Party chief Akhilesh Yadav has decided to contest from Azamgarh constituency. Senior party leader and MLA from Rampur Assembly constituency, Muhammad Azam Khan, is the party nominee for the Rampur parliamentary constituency. The party made the announcement today. Mulayam Singh Yadav will contest from Mainpuri seat. In Bihar, the RJD today announced the candidates for Bhagalpur and Banka seats. Talking to reporters in Patna, State RJD President Ramchandra Purve said Jai Prakash Narayan Yadav will contest from Banka and Shailesh Kumar alias Bullo Mandal from Bhagalpur seat. The Congress announced that the party will contest on Kishanganj, Katihar and Purnia seats. Senior Congress leader Nikhil Kumar alleged that the seat sharing of the Grand Alliance has been finalized at the whims of RJD chief Lalu Prasad. BJP has declared Law Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad as its candidate from Patna Sahib seat, replacing Shatrughan Sinha. Union Minister Radha Mohan Singh will contest from East Champaran. The CPI-ML says it will contest 4 seats from Ara, Siwan, Karakat and Jahanabad. The CPI has said it would field former JNU Student Union President Kanhaiya Kumar from the Begusarai seat. Former Prime Minister and senior JDS leader H.D. Devegowda will contest from Tumakuru Parliamentary Street in Karnataka. The last date for filing nomination for the first phase will come to an end tomorrow. 91 constituencies spread over 20 states and union territories will go to polls in the first phase on the 11th of the next month. The Kerala Congress has requested Party President Rahul Gandhi to contest the Lok Sabha elections from Wayanad Lok Sabha seat besides Amethi in Uttar Pradesh. Congress spokesperson Randeep Surjewala said a decision in this regard is yet to be taken by the Congress President. In Uttar Pradesh, BJP will hold Vijay Sankalp rallies in majority of the 80 Lok Sabha constituencies of the state, though the party will focus on Western UP, where polls will be held in the first phase. More from our correspondent.
BJP National President Amit Shah along with Union Rail Minister Piyush Goyal will launch the party's campaign in Vijay Sankalp rally in Agra today evening. Starting his political campaign in Saharanpur, Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath today rebutted charges in payment of sugarcane farmers levelled by Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi. He said that we have done payment of around 57,000 crore rupees, which is even bigger than the budget of few states. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
In Manipur, major political parties have announced their party candidates. More from our correspondent.
Election campaign for the 2 Lok Sabha seats of Manipur has taken a new momentum with the formal launching of ruling BJP's election campaign today at Wangoi in Imphal West. Chief Minister N. Biren Singh and State Unit President of the party and Rajya Sabha MP K. Bhavanand Singh launched the party's election campaign. The party is fielding Dr. R.K. Ranjan Singh for the Inner Manipur Parliamentary Constituency and Benjamin Mate for the Outer Manipur Parliamentary Constituency. Main opposition party in the state, Indian National Congress, has formally announced its candidates for the 2 Lok Sabha seats. Former Chief Secretary of the state, O. Nabakishore Singh, will be the party's candidate for the Inner Manipur and K. James for the Outer Manipur seat. Ibomcha Sharma, AIR News, Imphal.
BJP General Secretary Ram Madhav has said that the party will seek votes for leadership of Narendra Modi and works carried out by the party during the last 5 years. Speaking at Guwahati, Mr. Madhav said the opposition is weak and clueless as they do not have any issues to take on the government. Speaker of the Odisha Assembly Pradeep Kumar Amath has cancelled the membership of 5 Biju Janata Dal BJD MLAs from the Assembly following a complaint from the party. The members are Purna Chandra Nayak from Dasapalla, Basanti Malik from Mohana, Debaraj Mahanti from Aska, Sukanta Nayak from Nilagiri and Trinath Gamang from Gunupur constituencies. Previously, these members tendered their resignations to Party President and Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik and joined the BJP. The Election Commission has said exit polls can only be telecast on the evening of 19th May after the last phase of Lok Sabha elections get over. The poll panel has issued an advisory to the media in which websites and social media platforms were included for the first time. More from our correspondent.
The poll body said TV, radio channels, cable networks, websites and social media platforms should ensure that the content of their programs during the 48-hour period before the end of the polls in each phase do not contain any material that may be construed as promoting or prejudicing the prospect of any particular party or candidate. The Commission said the advisory shall among other things include display of any opinion poll and of standard debates, analysis, visuals and sound bites. The Election Commission said it will monitor the broadcasts made by news broadcasters from the time elections are announced until the conclusion and announcement of election results. Anupam Mish, AIR News, Delhi.
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts.
News Services Division of All India Radio is broadcasting a special live program, Janadesh 2019, on the developments related to the upcoming general elections 2019.
Tune in to the FM Gold channel of AIR from 4:05 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. every day till the announcement of results to listen to this special program.
External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj has asked the Indian High Commissioner in Pakistan to send a report on the incident about two minority Hindu girls abducted on the eve of Holi in Sindh province. The teenage girls, 13-year-old Ravina and 15-year-old Reena, were allegedly kidnapped and forcibly converted to Islam in Ghotki district. The incident has led the Hindu community in Pakistan to stage massive protests seeking stern action against the perpetrators and reminding Prime Minister Imran Khan of his assurance to religious minorities to protect their rights. In Jammu and Kashmir, an army jawan was martyred in shelling and firing by Pakistani troops along the line of control LOC in Poonch district. A defence spokesperson told AIR Jammu that the forces from across the LOC resorted to heavy mortar shelling in Shahpur sector last evening, which prompted the Indian troops to respond effectively. The exchange of fire continued till the wee hours today. An army jawan deployed at a forward post who was seriously injured in the shelling succumbed to injuries at a military hospital in Poonch this morning. Besides targeting the Indian positions, the Pakistani forces targeted civilian habitations and villages of the district. Some houses and other infrastructure have suffered damages. The Indian Army retaliated strongly and caused huge damages to the posts across the LOC. In the last 4 days, this was the second Army jawan who lost his life in Pakistani shelling across the LOC in Jammu region. In another incident of truce violation, Pakistani forces resorted to heavy mortar shelling in Naushera sector along the LOC in adjoining Rajouri district. Troops guarding the LOC retaliated. The Supreme Court is likely to hear tomorrow a fresh plea seeking a direction to authorities not to evict any forest dwellers and to set up an SIT to look into alleged illegal acquisition of tribals' land. A bench comprising Chief Justice of India Ranjan Gogoi and Justice Sanjeev Khanna had on 5th March taken cognizance of the plea seeking a direction from the Apex Court to the centre not to allot possession of any forest land belonging to tribals to anyone other than Adivasis residing in that particular area. The Apex Court, while dealing with other similar pending petitions, had on 28 February stayed its 13 February order directing 21 states to evict nearly 12 lakh illegal forest dwellers whose claims over the forest land have been rejected by authorities. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said the centre and various state governments are working hard to make India TB-free by 2025, 5 years ahead of the global target of 2030. In a tweet on the World TB Day today, Mr. Modi said the centre reaffirms its commitment towards ensuring a TB-free society. He said the government's efforts such as TB-Free India campaign and Ayushman Bharat are improving health standards and providing assistance to TB patients. The Prime Minister said correct and complete treatment is the key to winning the battle against tuberculosis. Mr. Modi also saluted the people and the organizations strengthening the TB-free movement. India has achieved an 84% reduction in tuberculosis deaths among people living with HIV by 2017. According to the joint United Nations program on the UN AIDS, it is the highest recorded decline among over 20 nations, and it is also 3 years ahead of the 2020 deadline. UNAIDS has urged countries to step up action to meet the 2020 target of reducing TB deaths among people living with HIV by 75%. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu has said that India is at the center of global attention and is recognized as a hub of opportunities as well as a fast-growing economy. The country's scientists must be credited for this. He was addressing the staff and researchers of CSIR, National Institute of Oceanography, at the Institute's campus in Donapaula, Goa today. Mr. Naidu urged scientists to contribute to the health and wealth of the nation. He highlighted the efforts of the CSIR NIO in areas of marine biodiversity, marine pollution, storm research, ocean science, climate change and related fields. The Vice President said that CSIR NIO could become the nodal center in developing India's high-potential blue economy and achieving sustainable development. In Thailand, voting is underway for general elections, the first since the military ousted an elected government in a 2014 coup. Schoolyards, temples and government offices are filled with voters and a high turnout is expected. Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha, the army chief who led the coup, is hoping to extend his hold on power after engineering a new political system that aims to stifle the influence of big political parties not aligned with the military. About 51 million people are eligible to vote, some 7 million of them for the first time. A report.
The country has long been politically split between populists largely tapping into the rural and poorer sections of the population and their opponents who tend to support the military and win votes from the urban middle class and elites. A new constitution introduced under the military leadership changed the electoral process in a way that makes it likely it will retain control. This means the country looks set to remain deeply divided between pro-military forces and their populist opponents. Nupur Goswami, News Desk.
A strong 6.1 magnitude earthquake struck off the Indonesian island of Sulawesi this morning. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, the epicenter of the quake lied at the depth of 37 kilometers and was located northeast of the city of Bitung. This was the second quake to hit the island this morning. A shallow 5.4 magnitude quake hit the island northwest of the town of Pendolo 3 hours earlier. There are no immediate reports of casualties or damage. United Nations Security Council has strongly condemned an armed attack on a village in restive central Mali. France's UN Ambassador François Delattre, speaking at UNSC President at a press conference last evening in the Malian capital Bamako, said, UN condemns this unspeakable attack in the strongest terms. At least 115 people were killed in one of the deadliest attacks by the fighters of an ethnic militant group at a village of the central province yesterday. According to Human Rights Watch, militants from the Dogon group, known as Danna Ambasagu, have been blamed for scores of attacks over the past year. World leaders have hailed the defeat of Islamic State after US-backed Syrian Democratic Forces announced that they have liberated the terror group's last stronghold, Baghuz town in Syria. US President Donald Trump welcomed the fall of the group's 5-year caliphate but said that it remained a threat. He said the US would remain vigilant until IS is finally defeated. British Prime Minister Theresa May vowed to carry on fighting the terrorist ideology. She also praised the courage of the British forces that fought in Syria and Iraq alongside a US-led global military coalition. French President Emmanuel Macron said the fall of the caliphate has removed a source of potential terror attacks against France. In men's hockey, the round-robin match of Sultan Azlan Shah Cup between India and South Korea is underway in the Malaysian city of Ipoh. In the tournament opener yesterday, 5-time winners India defeated Asian Games gold medalist Japan 2-0 to begin their campaign on a positive note. In IPL Cricket, Kolkata Knight Riders will face Sunrisers Hyderabad in Kolkata at 4 p.m. In another match, Mumbai Indians will play Delhi Capitals in Mumbai at 8 in the evening. Last night, Chennai Super Kings began their title defense with a stunning 7-wicket win over Royal Challengers Bengaluru in the opener at Chennai. And now, before we close, the headlines once again. Election activity in the country gears up as political parties continue to announce names of contestants for the remaining seats. Last date for filing nominations in first phase ends tomorrow. Odisha Assembly Speaker cancels membership of 5 BJD MLAs after they resign and join BJP. Indian High Commissioner in Pakistan asked to send a report on forceful conversion of 2 Hindu girls after their abduction in Sindh province. India achieves 84% reduction in tuberculosis deaths of people having HIV, says UN. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says centre and states working hard to make India TB-free by 2025. In men's hockey, India-South Korea round-robin match of Sultan Azlan Shah Cup underway in Ipoh, Malaysia. And in IPL Cricket, Kolkata Knight Riders to face Sunrisers Hyderabad and Mumbai Indians to play Delhi Capitals today. With that, we end the Midday News.